Ah, shit.
This is a familiar reaction to seeing the satsuma. We bought a game called My Summer Car, which clearly showed a bare chassis of the car in the trailer. Download, install, and launch. Grab a beer, check out the car. Then the wait sets in. You realize the absolute Sisyphean task ahead. It is completely disassembled. Springs, tie rods, subframes, pistons, I can go on. Everything has a place to go, and even has durability. Sometimes we get overwhelmed by the steps needed and decide to go and enjoy other things of the game, like getting drunk and assaulting Tamo. But why does this happen, you might ask? Oftentimes, this reaction is from what we call analysis paralysis, which is a sciencey term, basically being too overwhelmed by the choices to actually do anything. The more steps or solutions to the problem, the more likely you are to resort to inaction because of the laundry list of steps. It is often associated with ADHD, however, neurotypicals can be affected too. Think of it like this: there's a ton of car parts, and a near infinite amount of order you can build it. It's non-linear for the most part. Brakes, suspension, steering, interior, and the engine is its own nightmare to deal with. Thinking about it, the anxiety starts to creep in, and the dread of building the car sets in. Even though we came here specifically to build this car, sometimes we go straight to avoiding it, like we do with real life hobbies. For anyone that's owned a project car, we know this all too well. I have my own, built from a bare shell. It's exciting for the first week getting it into the garage, but after that, the weight sets in of the hundreds of hours of labor to get it running. A near infinite amount of modifications waiting to happen. Bigger brakes, coilovers, bags, new wheels with some slicks, maybe throw in a 1,000 horsepower engine and make your wallet big for mercy. With all of that being said, how do we overcome this? Analysis paralysis isn't really well documented as far as fixes, but I do have my own tactics I use. I made a flowchart we can reference that completely negates any decision making. We start up at the top. Simply grab a random part in the garage, it doesn't matter which. Can we install the part right now? What I mean is, does this part have prerequisites? We can't install a control arm without the subframe in. We can't install the engine head if the head gasket, pistons, or crankshaft aren't in. Next, does the part need to be repaired or refurbished before install? Many parts, such as the piston, head gasket, and water pump, start with low durability. It's advisable to replace them before install. If it doesn't, like the subframe, simply install it on the car and grab another part. Otherwise, we should replace the part before install, which means we need more money. If we're being lazy, we can just grab a different part for now. Or we can take a break from the car and acquire some more money. After we have money, we buy the new part and install it. And we get to alcohol. Alcohol does this thing where it lowers your inhibition. Now, let's take a closer look at that word. A mental process imposing restraint upon behavior or another mental process. Basically, analysis paralysis is a mental restraint keeping us from completing the car. This isn't an endorsement to get drunk, but I would like to point out that this is the very reason most people drink beer while working on their car. Not to the point of public humiliation, of course, but maybe a simple 3 to 5 beers. Well, with that, I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Now go drink a beer or 5 and get the satsuma running.